Hello everyone! Today I'll be taking you guys along for our Air New Zealand flight from Air Vancouver to Auckland, New Zealand. The last time I was at this airport I was quite young, and the same goes for when I last flew Air New Zealand, so this will be an exciting experience. Here we're at the airport quite early in the afternoon and our flight is only at 8:55 p.m. So we decided to have a late lunch, cod tacos from Pajos, and this was great. The fries were perfectly hot and crispy, and the taco itself had fresh vegetable toppings and a nice sauce which cuts perfectly through the deep fried fish and makes for an overall light meal. Here I'm changing my shoes. I usually bring two shoes when I travel, my hiking sneakers and also these sandals, which I wear during the flight, making it so much more comfortable. And we've already checked in online and filled out our NZTD, so here we are getting our physical boarding passes and checking in some luggage. Since we arrived so early, we are first in line. We're finding our gate here to have a point of reference before we go off to explore the rest of the airport. That is past security. We are in the international departures section. I love this building. They have so many windows, including in the ceiling. This means lots of natural light so that you feel connected to the outside world and to nature. I find that buildings without this tend to feel suffocating, which was definitely not the case here. There are so many cool things to look at, and it's overall a calming atmosphere. There's even hidden speakers playing bird sounds. It's now dinner time and I'm hungry, so my mom and I were sharing a beef teriyaki bowl with white rice and vegetables. The flavors work so well together and this was delicious. We're not ordering a lot to eat light, and also since we'll be served dinner on board. We have around 2 hours before we board, so we walked further past our gate to go observe some planes taking off. We've never seen such a massive plane from up close before, and as an airport and aviation fan, this was such a treat. It's time to board now. After business and premium economy, they actually board from the back rows to the front, so we were some of the first to get settled in. The flight attendants were so genuinely nice, and it was such a vibe getting settled in. They had some Maori music playing in the background. And this flight in the economy section was quite empty, especially at the back, so I had 3 seats to myself. I was happily surprised to find out how much legroom I have, and for reference, I'm around 1.7 meters. Got some refreshing iced lemon water, and here comes dinner. My mom and I both had slow-cooked beef with bow tie pasta. This beef is perfectly soft, melty, and incredibly well seasoned. We both really enjoyed our bread, which they kept warm, separate from our meal before giving it to us, and it tastes like bread. Whole wheat quality bread and not incredibly processed. There's also potato salad and this lemon mousse like dessert with a layer of soft cake on the bottom. This is the first time since I was 9 that I've eaten a prep meal on board, which attests to how good this is. My mom's only complaint was that they used to give us real silverware to eat with, and now we use wooden utensils. After dinner, I slept for around 7 hours with the seatbelt on, of course, safety first, and then woke up to watch some of my favorite scenes from Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, my favorite movies of all time. Air New Zealand gives us 2 choices for our regular meals. For breakfast, my mom had some incredibly well-seasoned potatoes, scrambled eggs, beans, and vegetables, and I had these warm pillowy pancakes with real strawberry sauce, which was sweet and slightly sour and had real strawberries in it. The side dishes were some crispy on the outside and soft on the inside cinnamon buns, which they also kept separate, like the bread earlier, to keep them warm. And there was fresh fruits and yogurt. They also gave us some sweet hard sugar candies towards the end of the flight. Overall, I had a great experience. I'm so grateful to be flying Air New Zealand for this long haul flight and super proud to be Kiwi. The plane is really clean and modern, the food is great, the staff, including the flight attendants and the pilots, are also great. The flight passed by so fast, and before I knew it, the pilot voiced, "Welcome home," and then we're in Auckland. It was bittersweet to leave, but the journey continues.